Here is the latest journal. Was missing my vintage maps, so got back to it. Lots of vintage maps and travel ephemera, and it's sort of jam-packed with a lot of stuff in there. And this is a coffee-dyed canvas, marble paper from Israel. Love this one. This is very unique, I think. I think this is probably one of my favorites. And some keys, just because the paper is pretty cool, and the corners so that it could travel. So let's see. There are 2 books in here, and they both have cover plates, and they both can come out. They're just tied in. So, and then there is Lapbook fold outs on both sides, and let's see. I think we'll just go through it. There's lots of pockets and some travel ephemera in here. I was kind of inspired by these photographs, which was a series of photographs that I got from our local flea market of family traveling. So all the photographs in here are from that one batch. Let me a little closer. And there's a boy. It's part of the family. So those photographs are in here. And then just some other ephemera just for fun. But it's mostly just because I was hankering for playing with all these vintage materials, as well as using one of these maps, which is from Oregon, which is where I live, and some writing that was on this map. So there's this really great Oregon map in here. This seems to have Idaho, but maybe I was using other maps, so this one might be from that. Let's see. This is another really cool. I love these images because they're kind of surreal. And then just some language cards. And we'll go through the book. Let's make sure that this can be a video and that we're in the frame. That's always good. There's a pocket here. So this is the Oregon map, and I saved some bits out of it because they were just so great. The way the map had really cool pages. It was almost like a booklet, so I tried to save some of those out. And there's just some, I was just playing around with different kinds of envelopes. There's just some paper in here, a little more delicate. And there's just some tea-dyed, hibiscus-dyed cards in here. The hibiscus was petals. These were index cards that were tea-dyed with hibiscus petals in between as they were drying. Some pages for writing. This is Oregon. Pocket, and that's the back of this book. And let's take that out. So this just ties out. So let's see. I kind of like that it's a big mess. That's kind of what I was going for, basically. Let's tuck that into here for now. And so this is the second book. And there's a few pictures of them swimming. They're great outfits. And there's a pocket here. And there they are in the water. So this is Crater Lake in Oregon, which is pretty cool. So I tried to put some of those pages in, this is an envelope. I'll take that out. Some more paper for writing. And like here's one of these really great pages that has some fun things to see. And I just thought those were pretty special. So I kind of wanted to have them able to be separate, I guess. It's the cover of the map. I don't know what it's from, the 40s, or it's a pretty old map. And then this just kind of has some, you can write on some of those index cards in there. I was playing around with different kinds of envelopes. And that's the back of the second one. Let's see. So that these are inside there. You can see that. So that's the second one. Put that under here. And this is the other side of the fold out. There's just some stuff to write on in there. Some of these Rolodex cards. Mostly I put stuff, I mostly put some vintage things and some things to write on. This is another photograph. And some more photographs in here. And this folds over like that. And vintage photograph of traveling somewhere. Oh, I also had tried my hand at making the tapes, so I'd gotten some of the Tim Holtz inks and made some tape, all different colors. So that was kind of a fun thing to play with, and I used those here, trying to make sure that the maps wouldn't rip, basically. So this was another section that I thought was really cool. You can see where the staples were, and the map was a bit like a booklet and folded closed together. I thought that was neat to keep together. Some more writing pages. And this folds out. So it is upside down. I kind of wanted it that way for the United States, and then this is New Mexico with some pockets. And then these are tied inside, full of really yummy vintage stuff, which is what I love, and this obviously ties together. There we are. Just a bundle. I like it when books end up being a nice bundle.